Hey and welcome back to my channel. I am Leanne and I am on a weight loss journey and I am documenting via vlogs every stage of my journey. It is honest, it's a bit raw, some of the things I'll probably regret sharing. However, I'm doing it for myself so I can reflect back and maybe grow and develop in different ways. But also I thought it'd be nice to share it in a way, if it just helps like one person maybe feel a bit better and maybe helps them on the way. So I have survived Christmas and New Year, and Happy New Year and Merry Christmas to anybody that is following along. I'm sat in my jumper, my thick jumper, and my hat because it's absolutely freezing. I'm not outside, I'm inside, but I do apologise for that because I'm just really cold. So I started my journey back in March last year. I went to Slimming World. I wanted to go on holiday, and I have since then, up to now, lost 7 stone. I started on Slimming World. This isn't all about Slimming World. It's just the plan that I've chosen to follow up till then, as I was just going along. I have actually decided to change plan, and now I'm on the New You plan, which is a total meal replacement diet. I order it online. I was going to do the Cambridge diet, the 1-to-1 diet, but it's stupidly expensive. And after I have compared prices and looked at the nutritional value, I think it's just going to work for me better anyway. So I've been doing that since I did it a little bit before Christmas. Then I had 4 weeks off for Christmas, and then I've done it since the day after Boxing Day. So I've been back on plan. So that's kind of caught you up on my background. I had a fantastic Christmas. I ate, I was merry, I put weight on, I lost weight, and now I'm in January and it is time to draw a line underneath it, and I need to just really battle on because I'm now seeing this as my chapter 2. So I've got a little bit of a confession to make. So last night, I'm quitting Slimming World for now. It is something that I would go back to when I am fed up with this different, with the New You plan. But right now, the New You plan is working for me. I'm enjoying not really thinking about food. I think I need to address that first because I don't think I've properly done it. So I have done for 10 months straight the Slimming World plan. I've been to group, I rarely miss it, and I love it. I do actually love it. I think it's a really easy diet. There's not loads of weighing, measuring, and blah, blah, blah. It is genuinely a way that I would like to try and incorporate into my life for the rest of my life to help me lose weight and maintain. However, 10 months of solidly concentrating on your weight, and because I had so much to lose, it can just become a little bit stagnant and a bit like meh. When I first decided to join Slimming World, I'd not really bought into the concept of Slimming World, but I wanted to go for accountability, and I just thought, sod it, I'm at the end of the tether with where I were with my weight and things, and I just wanted something that it'd spur me on, and it did that. It was brilliant, and I really then going to group and things. It's become part of my life, and I do really enjoy it. And I know there's a lot of Slimming World haters out there, but actually I was a Slimming World hater, and I am definitely not anymore. It's a fantastic diet. The group's brilliant. My group's fantastic. If you've been Slimming World and not enjoyed it in the group, you're going to the wrong group. Try a different one, because the people in there are just fantastic, really do actually help you. And going and getting weighed every Thursday I go, but going and getting weighed once a week does actually spur you on. I can't recommend it enough. I'm not saying you can't do it online on your own and things like that, and I'm sure that works for some people in different circumstances, but if you can actually just pluck up the courage. I was nervous, so nervous about going. It does actually helps. So now I've started doing the New You plan, and I was like, oh, I'm quitting Slimming World, I'm not doing it anymore, and I'll go back to it at a later date. I've not changed my idea on that. However, Last night, my mum rang me. She struggles with her weight as well, and she's been going to Slimming World, and she wanted to go back to group. She doesn't really like going on her own, and rang me and were like, "Will you come? Well, do you know, like, can you just come and like come to group with me?" So after pondering it over for a little bit, I was like weighing up the pros and cons. So the con is I'm going to pay to go and get weighed, which is like $5.95. I think I'm paying per week. It's quite expensive to sit on a set of scales, but I do also get that feeling of continuity. These are the pros. I get the continuity of getting weighed every Thursday morning on the same set of scales. I have this feeling, I don't know if anybody else does it, but like once you've got weighed, it's like a fresh week and it really spurs me on. It's a bit of a reminder. I like having the focus. And I'm not going to lie, I like getting my little certificates and reaching milestones because at home I don't have that much support. So within that system, that does really work for me. I suppose like the image therapy part of it is what I would miss if I wasn't going to group. So I messaged my mum and like at first I'll go just for my mum. I don't want to let her down and I don't want her to fall off track and not continue. And then I also thought about it and my consideration was, well, if I keep going to group, I've not left group. And if I ever fall off the bandwagon of a total meal replacement diet, which is hard, can I add? It's not an easy thing to do. I've always got the backup of I haven't like left that. It's kind of like a bit of a safety net. So this morning, guess where I went? I went to Slimming World and I paid for a 6-week countdown, which cost me £20 odd, I can't remember. With that, I will get a free cookbook and I pay for like 5 weeks and I get one free. So I'm kind of weighing it up that it's kind of around £4 a week. I'm kind of hoping. Now, my issue is I feel a little bit of a fraud and I'm going to be honest. So I don't feel confident enough in walking into that group and telling them the truth of what I'm doing, that I'm doing a total meal replacement. I just keep quiet. I just get on with my weigh-in. I listen to the image therapy so that I feel like that's like Slimming World is still ingrained and I'm not like leaving that. I've got all the support around me for when I'm having bad weeks and it just gives me target and continuity. I'm there for my mum as well and hopefully she will keep going. At the moment, I don't have a car just to drive around in because my vehicle got stolen and we got it back. It's a camper van, but we have got that much security on it because I only work down the road. I'm not driving it around day to day. It's parked up, locked up, and I've just not got that. So going with my mum really helps as well. And I think that's one of the factors that factored into me thinking, I don't want to go to Slimming World. This is getting really hard work and I'm getting really fed up and I want to try something new. So that is where I'm up to. I went to Slimming World and I've got weighed and we have new books. I don't know how you feel about me going to Slimming World. I don't know how I feel about me going to Slimming World and getting weighed when I'm doing the new you plan. I'm not really, I feel a fraud. I feel like I'm lying. I feel guilty. But I don't know. So I don't really get what, I haven't made my mind upon that. I don't know how I feel about it. That's a bit of a thing. So off I travelled to Slimming World this morning and I haven't yet had a proper official weigh-in while on this diet. My last weigh-in at Slimming World, which I've got my book here, was on the 14th of December and I put on £2 and I weighed exactly 18 stone. So from then I did eat loads and on my scales, which are very similar to Slimming World scales anyway, whenever I've got weighed, I went up over Christmas to 18 stone 12. So obviously my weighing at Slimming World is going to go from my old records. At 18 stone was my last weigh-in. And now it's the new year, I am starting again. And we got new books. So I have got my new book here. So this is what I've been given today. I've chosen to stick all my stickers on the back. So all this each time you lose half a stone, you get a sticker. And I have put all these on up to now. I've just filled in the back of my book with my weigh-in, and I have done what week I'm on. It's got my weigh-in from today in, and then I've also, because I'm going on holiday soon, I've wrote down the dates and how many weeks I've got till holidays, and because then I've also got a girly holiday coming up in April. So it gives me a bit of something. I like to have something to concentrate on. So that is what I'm doing. So it is the start of January. I am in the first week of January, and I've got weighed. Just before I get to that, we also got a Body and Magic book, which is a bit different, I think, from from the old pack. I think the information's basically the same. There's not a great deal different. But we also got a flyer that you get 10% off at Iceland through this January if you show them your membership card, and they've got an offer for 3 for £10, which I think is a really good deal, and I do like going to Iceland. However, I won't be doing that because I am not eating like normal, traditional, whatever food. I'm doing the plan, and that is where I'm at. So, right, so I've gone back to group. It's so lovely to see everybody. We went early. I have got weighed. My mum hasn't told me how much she weighed or what she put on or what she didn't. That weren't discussed in the group. We didn't go around and do the usual thing where it's like you say how much you've lost this week and blah, blah, blah. They did a new members talk, which was quite nice, actually. It was okay. It was like getting back into it. Because I've done this diet for 10 months, a little bit boring, I'm not gonna lie, but there was some things that, like the sim values and stuff, were really interesting when I was looking through the book, and I generally don't really pick the book up because I don't know, I kind of know the sim values and stuff, and I eat the same kind of things, I suppose. The only time I ever use my app to scan anything is when I'm out or it's something new. But anyway, that's what we did today in group. So, welcome to my week 44. I am on week 44 of my weight loss journey. Now, 44 weeks I am over the moon with. I can't believe that I've lasted 44 weeks. Now, I'm not saying this hasn't been easy, because it hasn't. I've had weeks off, I've had ups and downs, I've cried, I have had every emotion under the sun, like you would not believe. Like, I think I'm just dramatic, I don't know. But I have survived, and I'm at week 44. At week 44, I have stepped on the scales, and I've weighed in on the Slimming World scales at 17 stone at 7.5 pounds. So that is a change from my very last weigh-in on the 14th of December of 6.5 pounds. To say I've gone over Christmas and New Year, I'm quite happy about that, because I have eaten and drank what I wanted from the day before Boxing Day right through to the day after Boxing Day. I have jumped back on this. I've lost the excess weight that I put on, and to go in and actually have lost 6.5 pounds in that period, that's nearly half a stone. Like, that's really good. I'm really happy about that. So that's brought my total weight loss to 7 stone 8 pounds, and I achieved my 7.5 stone award, which I'm over the moon. Can't wait to get my 8. I always do this. As soon as I get my award, I want the next one, and that is what I think I've missed by not getting weighed for myself and my own motivation. I'm a bit psychotic like that, I think. I'm really glad to have got this. I kind of knew that this is where my weight was on my scales, because I'd already got weighed, because I were obviously going to do it at home. So that spoiled the surprise a little bit. It was kind of like, oh, yay, well done me. That is about it. And that is where I am with weight loss. So I've lost on week 44. I have achieved my 7.5 stone award, which over the moon with. That's fantastic. 7.5 pound like stone. That's the person. That is like a young adult person, like, or even some older people. That's mental. Also, if I looked at my BMI, if I put that into perspective, 7.5 stone, I think for me to be a normal BMI, it comes up at like 7 stone 10. I've nearly lost what I should be as an individual. Like, that's crazy. That is mental. Actually, that's quite mind-blowing, isn't it? I'm quite proud of myself for this. Like, I didn't think I'd stick this out this long. In fact, when I started, because I started at 25 stone, 1.5 pound, I thought this, like, getting into the 17s was absolutely unachievable. And now I'm starting to think about more long-term goals. I just wanted to lose 5 stone for going on holiday, and that just didn't even seem doable in September, and I got it. Now I'm 2.5 stone lighter than that, which is phenomenal, actually. And you can hate on me as much as what you want for whatever reason you want, but I'm quite over the moon by that, and I can't believe it. What is weird is in my head, I don't feel any different. Like, I know things are smaller on me. I know I look a bit different. People are saying nice things about me and stuff's getting easier, but I'm still not feeling like I'm a lighter person. I still feel the exact same as that 25 stone year old, 25 stone, what am I on about? 25 stone person that was miserable. So it's really weird. It's like weight loss is such a weird head game. It's crazy. So what I've done anyway to try and motivate me is I've got my new book. Oh, look, I say I've stuck all my stickers on the back, which I love and adore. So I've got my new one there, if you can see it, if the light doesn't reflect on it, saying 7.5 stone, which is wonderful. I have filled this in with how many weeks I have been on this. So this is week 44. There's the current weight, and that's where I am now. But here, so I've got 2 weeks to go, and then I go on my holiday in Prague. I've also carried on filling in the dates, and then I've got the girly holiday for my 40th birthday, and that is however many weeks away, and we'll get to that when I've been to Prague. So my plan for Prague is to be off diet. Like, I won't be doing any diet. I will be walking around more, which is fantastic for me, but life is too short, I'm afraid, for me to go on holiday and not eat what I want, and I'll just pull it back when I get back. With just 2 weigh-ins to go, 6.5 pound to go to, I think it's 6.5. Oh no, it's 8, isn't it? Is it 8? 7? Yeah, it's 8 pound to lose to get to my like 8 stone award. Oh, it might be less. I don't know what it is anyway. £7, isn't it? 6. It might even be 6.5, whatever it is. To get to my 8 stone award. I don't know if I'll be able to achieve that by the time I go to Prague, and I'm not actually that stressed about it. I'm quite happy to achieve that like later, and have that as something to work towards. I am continuing with my new plan. So this morning I've had mushroom soup. So far on this diet, I've avoided any of the soups. I just like a proper home-cooked soup, and these out of a packet don't really appeal to me, but I'm going to try the mushroom-flavoured soup. It's supposed to be amazing. It says it on the packet, so it must be true. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to be really honest. I never measure my water. I just kind of guess how much I'm pouring in. Don't know if you should do that. So I've tried the the mushroom soup, the amazing mushroom soup, may I add. And I'm going to be honest, I'm just holding this in front of me, so do excuse that I'm not really dressed and ready for this. It's not bad. I've tasted it. It has got lumps in. I think I need to shake this and stir it a bit better. So I'm just trying to like mix it in a little bit. But it's really creamy. It is actually quite an okay soup. I might stop avoiding these now and start having them, because that's not a bad meal really to have for dinner time at all. Surprisingly, it wasn't that bad. I avoid the soups like the plague, if I'm going to be quite honest. It's just not something that I'm feeling like is really desirable, but when I've actually ate it, it's not that bad. When I did the Cambridge diet years and years ago, the soups were really, really chalky and gritty, and they just weren't that nice. These are a lot better, actually. They weren't that bad. I wouldn't say it's like one of my favourite meals to have. However, it's it is what it is. I'm trying to see food as fuel and just get on with this now. And I bought like a starter pack up, so they sent just a variety of different options, and I've just got loads of soups, so I'm gonna have to eat them at some point. So I'm gonna get on with that anyway. I have got a box in the post coming, which I'm gonna do an unwrap. I've just realised as I'm speaking, I've not done anything on what products I received or really anything to do with that. And I do think that's probably something that I will show you later so people can see it. See what you think. I will be doing videos where I'm sure you'll see me eating stuff. I had the crispy peanut bar. That's in one of my vlogs. I didn't think that much to that. It's not awful. I can eat it. It's not the end of the world, and I suppose it's variety. It just tasted a bit powdery and a bit meh. There's other bars in there that are so much nicer, so I prefer to order them. My favourite thing at the moment on this plan is the fact that I can have like a packet of crisps a day. It feels like absolute luxury. It's crazy. The thing I will miss about the Cambridge diet, one-to-one diet, whatever you want to call it, because I'm not going to do that anymore, is the little chocolate bites that you get in a packet. I absolutely love, and if you're doing that diet, then that is something for you to get. They do ginger ones and just the double chocolatey ones. They are so nice and they are divine. I do like those a lot. So that is my week 44 weighing done. I hope everybody had an amazing Christmas and New Year, but time to leave that in the past now, move on, and we are moving on into January and chapter 2. So think thin and wish me luck. Here's to week 45. 45, can you believe that?